When a car reaches the middle of its life, it's customary for the manufacturer to give it a facelift. You know, the sort of thing, a nip here, a tuck there, maybe some fresh alloys. And now that it's been with us since 2006, the surgeon's knife is out for the Volvo C30. Round the back, it's exactly the same as before, but it's at the front where there's now some new wings and a new bonnet to accommodate the baby Volvo's new smiley face. And inside, it's pretty much as it was before, a mix of minimalism and chunky Volvo styling that's probably best illustrated by this trademark floating centre console. It manages to look so simple whilst accommodating about 8 million different functions. To keep up with the multicoloured Minis and Fiat 500s, there's a new range of two-tone colour combos, plus the option of leather seats and white wheels to tempt the image conscious. But perhaps more significantly, changes have happened that you can't see in the form of Volvo's new sports chassis that boasts, and I quote, a significantly sharper ride. So, will a lick of paint and some new bits underneath be enough to make you buy one? Well, first, let's remind ourselves what the C30 is all about, because it's not your typical hot hatch. Volvo calls it a sports coupe, and it's only available with 3 doors and 4 seats, and that puts it smack bang in Volkswagen's Scirocco territory. Or you can think of it as a big Mini, favouring flair and prestige over practicality, whilst offering more driving fun, on paper at least. This is the 2-litre turbo diesel that's expected to be the best seller. For £19,000 you get a fairly gutsy 136 brake horsepower engine and 236 pound-foot of torque, which is a very good match for the Scirocco 2-litre TDI. You make really smooth progress too, but the engine becomes a bit noisy as it goes near the 4,500 RPM red line, and that detracts a bit from the Scandinavian refinement and sophistication that the rest of the car exudes. The 6-speed gearbox isn't as slick as I'd like. It's got a very big car feel to it. And in fact, the whole car isn't as quick as you'd expect. The facts back that up. 0 to 62 miles an hour takes 9.4 seconds. I could write War and Peace in that time, never mind read it. There are 3 petrol and 2 diesel engines in the new lineup, ranging from the tax-exempt, eco-friendly Drive E version to the all-singing, all-dancing 2.5 litre with 227 brake horsepower and a 0 to 62 time of a much more respectable 6.7 seconds. So what about that new sports chassis? For £400 you can have it fitted to almost the entire range, or if you buy the sportiest and most expensive R design model, then that comes as standard, together with a spoiler, side skirts and 18-inch alloys. So you get a 10mm drop in ride height, stiffer suspension and a lower steering ratio, which all help to give this car a crisp turn into the corners. I'd like a bit more feedback, please. The chassis, though, copes nicely and is well balanced throughout it, and there's good amount of cornering grip. This car can string corners together very nicely and in a composed manner, but it just lacks any sort of urgency and makes this car feel much more mature than its looks would let you believe. The equipment list is good. Cruise control, rain sensors, a performance sound system and those white wheels are standard on this model. And being a Volvo, it's got an endless list of acronyms to prove how safe it is. It'll cost £150 per year to tax and do nearly 50 miles to the gallon, which is a fairly reasonable figure. But a similar powered VW Scirocco is more economical and will cost you less to tax. Initially though, it is £2 more expensive, but its stunningly stylish design and great road manners are worth it. The C30 looks good and stands out from the crowd though, but it's just not exciting enough, despite those tweaks.